So where does that sit in that customer journey?
And now we're going down that rabbit hole, man. Here we go. So let's say that the customer is going along in their life and everything is normal, and they're going to fall into this journey, right? There's two ways it happens. They either are forced into the journey. In our business, at Good Salt Life, we manufacture clean living products, disinfectants, cleaners, things for your home, your house, your skin, etc. During COVID, everybody was forced into that journey. They needed to start disinfecting. We had to wash our hands. We had to wash our food, everything, right? That's one way to get into the journey. The other way is to be pulled into the journey by someone like the wizard who pulls you into that journey. And so if you think about Luke Skywalker, he wasn't going to take the journey with Obi-Wan, but then his aunt and uncle, his means of life, were murdered, and he had no choice, right? And then he learns along the way he has this destiny, and he comes from a long lineage of Jedis, et cetera. So thinking about the customer, what causes them to go on the journey? And that goes all the way back to basically brain science. And this is where it gets deep. And this is where I've been focused on the last 2 years of my life because I just love it so much. It's something that I initially learned at Stanford's Graduate School of Business in a program I was in there. And then really it got supercharged by a guy named Rob Duboff. He's a professor at Harvard. I was at Harvard and graduated recently with a master's. And Rob teaches a strategic decision-making class that utilizes a book by the author Daniel Kahneman called Thinking
Yep.
Fast and Slow. And it's all about how the
That is
brain
a dry
functions.
book to
And it's all
read.
about how you, it's a great read. And it's the first half is hard because it's all really
Yeah.
detailed about how the
Yeah.
brain
Yeah.
works. But when you get into understanding that there's two systems in the brain, and the first system is system one, they call it, is basically your like it makes 90% of the decisions for
Yeah.
you. And you don't even know you're making decisions, and it's your mammalian part of your brain. It's your gut feeling, it's your fight or flight reaction. It's those things that you just can't describe. System two is your data processing system. And so it then comes in secondarily and looks at what you're trying to make a decision on and thinks through the data. So when you're thinking about the customer journey and you're like, well, what's going to cause them to go on this journey? A lot of it is a decision that they have to make. And so understanding how their brain works to make that decision will then tell you as a marketer, how do I appeal to those brain systems to cause them to click, engage, call, go to the whatever the action is
Yeah.
you're trying to get them to take.